Hello folks, my name is Phil Capriotti Sr. and I'm the CEO of Empower Wealth and Tax. Today I'd like to spend a little bit of time discussing what makes us different than your Eddie or Charlie or the guy who goes fishing down the street portfolio manager. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to talk about investment management style. We specialize in tactically or actively managing your portfolio's risk. Whenever we see a significant downturn in a market like a 2008 type scenario or even a COVID scenario, once you're in retirement, you want your portfolio, your private wealth manager, to draw a line in the sand. How much risk is too much risk? If your portfolio loses 10%, is that acceptable? 15, 20%? So we craft a portfolio that measures your drawdown, meaning how much could I possibly lose under any scenario, each and every scenario. So with that, it's extremely important when you get into the distribution phase of your retirement to have a private wealth manager who has got your back, someone who is a fiduciary and someone who will stop the bleeding, so to speak, when it comes to major market turnarounds or sell-offs. Okay, so this is one of the areas we've specialized in really for well over 15 years. One of the second benefits of hiring us over your big box retailer, let's say, is that we want to manage your taxes. So one of the benefits of working with our private wealth management firm is we look at distribution planning very seriously. It's my firm belief that if you pay taxes for the last 50, 55 years, you shouldn't have to pay taxes in retirement. And the last thing you should be worried about is paying taxes to the government, commonly known as the estate or death tax, upon your demise. So we want to structure generational transfer. Okay, generational transfer may involve different types of trust. So for instance, you may say, Philip, I want my grandchildren to inherit this, that, or the other, these particular group of assets. So we will set up a generational skipping trust for you. You want to skip a generation and let this part of your assets move directly to your grandchildren. Is your wealth manager working with you and providing this type of service? 95% of the time, not so much. And so this is what draws a stark contrast between the guy or gal down the street in the big box retailer as opposed to our boutique private wealth management firm. Some folks, I got to tell you, when you see the death of a spouse, especially the second spouse, and we start to see wealth, generational wealth being transferred, when you leave it to one child, you're putting an unnecessary stress on that child because they want to make everybody happy. What you do is you do it independently, and we set the plan up ahead of time. Is your current wealth manager talking to you about this? If not, you're not working with a private wealth manager, certainly not one from our firm. You see, the more we save in taxes when in retirement, the more we get to pass on, not just to our children, but also for maybe special events. For me, I like to give back to the veterans. We normally hold a benefit each and every year. It's a golf benefit, and it's called the Folds of Honor. Okay, that happens to be something that's near and dear to my heart. You may have other aspirations. So your private wealth manager will help you organize this so that any philanthropical desires that you want to be forthcoming upon your demise are completed with the utmost care and fiduciary responsibility. Start to take a look at tax-efficient retirement income planning, maximize Social Security and minimizing the taxes on so. Making sure that the estate is being handled in a tax-efficient way making sure that you have not just a trust, but the right trust, and having it all done within the firm that is your tax advisor, is your CPA firm, is your attorney, is your estate planner, is your financial planner, handles your Medicare, handles your Medicare supplements, your long-term care. When you're all encompassing and have a 360-degree protection around your estate, now you're working with a private wealth manager. If your financial advisor is not currently acting in this capacity, I think it's time for a second opinion. In fact, I know it's time for a second opinion. Pick up the phone, give us a call, or write to us at empoweringretirement.com. I want to wish you a very happy retirement. I want to wish you all the blessings that this world can give you, and let's get it right the first time. Let's plan your retirement and let's plan your estate properly. You'll have a much safer transfer and, believe me, a much happier family. Thank you, and God bless you all.